Good morning, Northtown. I'm Chance Wagner.
And I'm Bryce Johnson. Today is Wednesday, September 13th.
On today's show, we'll bring you a midweek announcement update, give you the inside scoop on all things Northtown sports, keep you up to date on breaking world news, and much, much more.
All on NTV News.
Today in world news, a hurricane strikes Florida and new sanctions are placed against North Korea. More in world news.
The Council of the United Nations has just ordered more sanctions against North Korea. They hope this will persuade North Korea to stop their missile testing. These sanctions, however, did not come without compromise. The Trump administration was seeing more penalties, including putting an oil cap on the nation and negotiating deals with China and Russia. Both of them are seeking to achieve one goal: to pressure North Korea to stop testing missiles.
Hurricane Irma has left at least 9 dead in Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. The massive storm made landfall over Florida on Sunday and ravaged the Florida Keys. Florida Governor Rick Scott ordered a statewide evacuation. Over 6 million people evacuated all parts of Florida. The hurricane hit the Florida Keys as a Category 4 hurricane, but fortunately weakened to a Category 3 quickly. That's a big downgrade from its peak strength as a Category 5 when it was in the Caribbean. But even as a Category 3, a strange phenomenon occurred at the beaches of Florida. The tide was sucked away like a tsunami and rocks were exposed. The leftovers of the dissipating storm are now bringing torrential rain to portions of the eastern United States. Though the storm devastated parts of Florida and the Caribbean, the death toll remains low and not as near as high as that of Hurricane Harvey. The storm should dissolve by the end of the week.
In today's Internet highlight, a Washington couple has been married for 75 years and have been making big waves on the Internet because they share names with recent hurricanes, Harvey and Irma. Harvey and Irma Schuttler have spent nearly a century together and have seen many historical events of the 20th century. From her first time spotting an airplane during the Great Depression to his wonder at watching Neil Armstrong walking on the moon. In a recent interview, Ms. Schuttler even recalled the weather near her home in Spokane, Washington, on the day that President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. But never have they seen hurricanes bearing their names come toward the U.S. Harvey, who just turned 104 last July, and Irma, who is set to turn 94 in November, can't bear to watch as the hurricanes take the lives of many people. Irma says that she would do something if she could. After all, her and her husband have spent decades helping foster children, a number reported to be a total of 120 children. The system for naming hurricanes alternate between male and female names depending on the destruction of the hurricane. The names can either be reused or retired. This most likely will be the last time Harvey and Irma Schuttler see their names on the big screen. Now it's time for a sports update. Volleyball had a tough tournament where they competed in 4 difficult games Saturday at Staley. If you missed that tournament, your volleyball team plays again tomorrow against Raytown South at home at 6:30.
Football is now 0-4 after a loss Friday night at the Oak Park game. 50th matchup with a score of 39-49. CJ Price had 3 touchdown runs of over 150 rushing yards. Congratulations to our boys' varsity and JV soccer team for defeating Staley. For varsity, the score was 1-0 and for JV 2-0. Improving our boys' varsity soccer team record to 6-1. Our JV 2-1-1. Try and show your spirit this Thursday when our soccer team takes on Fort Osage September 14th at Northgate Middle School.
Boys Swim has their 3rd invitational, the 15th, so come to support your swimmers from 4 to 8 for their NKCSD Invitational. Congratulations to swimmer Cesar Hinojosa, for competing in his first ever race this weekend. A month ago, Cesar did not even know how to swim, so this is an amazing accomplishment, and it makes Northtown very proud.
Varsity softball won 7-6 against St. Pius at home with a record of 3-8. They are playing Ruskin today, and the game is a home game. Cross Country's next meet is Saturday, September 16th at Lake Tacoma. The Hornets will be competing against Blue Springs High School at 8 a.m. We hope to see you there. Are you looking for something to do, a group to be in, or just something fun to pass the time? You should consider joining a club. Northtown has clubs for just about anything you can think of, and some of them are having their first meetings this week. Let's take a look in our midweek update.
The Young Democrats of Northtown will hold their 2nd meeting this Friday during advisory. Any student interested in joining the Young Democrats should plan on attending the meeting in the hospitality room.
For any of you who want to be in the ACT in October, the deadline is to register September 22nd. If you need help or just have questions, please contact Mrs. Entinosa in the Student Service Center. Ms. Entinosa is also hosting a financial aid and FAFSA meeting September 21st in the hospitality room from 6:30 to 8 p.m.
There will be a speech and debate parent potluck picnic at Mackin Park on September 18th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Check Reminder 101 for more information on what food to bring. All students and parents in debate or competitive drama should plan to attend. Theater students interested in going to Chicago this year need to turn in their enrollment form by Friday. A deposit of $350 is due next Friday, September 22nd. For questions or forms, see Mr. Jackson in room 211.
The homecoming dance will be held on Saturday, September 23rd in the North Clay Gym from 7:30 to 10:30 p.m. Tickets will be on sale Monday, September 18th through Friday, September 22nd in the ticket booth in the field house. No tickets will be sold at the door. Tickets will be cash only and will sell for $10 per person. Please make sure you have no obligations, and if you are bringing a guest, they have registered forms. Guest forms may be picked up in the SSC and are due back no later than Wednesday, September 20th by the end of the day. A school ID will be required for purchase of tickets and admission to the dance.
If you're interested in Student Senate, we have good news. It's starting up again, and there will be signups in the main office and SSC. They are due back to the office by the 22nd. Student Senate is a group led by Coach Zubek and Vice President Max Super that takes in any concerns or issues that the students of Northtown can voice. Together, the Senate works to resolve these concerns or issues and make our school a better place for everyone.
We know there has been some confusion about parking, so here's Mr. Ryerson to clear some things up and provide new information about student parking.
We finally have all the parking lots finished that we're going to have finished in the near future. So as you know, we added on to this lot to the south of Norclay. That's the first part that we did. Then right there to the east of the gym, just to the east of it there, we added another parking lot. I think between those two lots, we picked up another 110, 115 spaces, somewhere around there ballpark. So a couple things, let's dispel the myths about, all right? There's always been this question of, we lost the back parking lot, we're gonna lose spaces. Actually, we're gonna gain spaces. So by the time construction's over with, so when the first segment of the building is built up by the field house, there's actually a parking lot that goes on the north side of that we're gonna pick up, I think, 25 or 30 spots right there. Take that and couple it in with all the other lots that we're gonna have access to, and we're gonna probably be plus 35, plus 40 from where we were when we started. So we're not going to lose spaces, we're just in different spots than what we used to be. We have the south lot that we've always had, but we have these new lots that have been reconfigured. So the question keeps being, who's parking where? So as you know, we've taken space from the Baptist church. They've been nice enough to rent us that space for 2 years. And we have the majority of the students parking down there, which has been really good. Students have done a great job. They're parking down there, getting up here. We keep a person down there that monitors. And you might not know it, but up on the Baptist church, there are 2 cameras that face out into that lot. So we can see everything that goes on there during the day. So we have people that watch that stuff. And decided that we're going to actually let the students have 2 lots as opposed to 1 lot. Because this one gets really full. And students that come in after that, it's harder for them to figure out which ones they're going to do. So actually, because we have a very unique parking situation, we have 5 different parking lots that we're going to use, we're going to number our lots from now on. So this south lot will be lot number 1. This lot right across from the main building is going to be lot number 2. The brand new lot that they built in Norclay is number 3. The one to the north is going to be number 4. And then number 5 is going to be the lot that's going to be by the gymnasium. So the reason we're doing that is because we do have lots spread all over the place. We want to be able to say to students, guys, you can park in lot 1 and you can park in lot 3, which is what we're going to allow you guys to do.
All school parking lots are considered school property and students must have a parking permit. Applications for the permits can be picked up in the Student Service Center or in main office. All students should have a parking permit in the next 2 weeks.
As many of you may have seen all throughout last week, our school student council hosted a Hurricane Harvey diaper drive where they collected donations for children to donate to the Texas Diaper Bank. Our student council was featured on Fox 4 News for hosting this fundraiser. Our district's council president and Missouri PTA director, Brian Mercer, also stopped by to congratulate the group on their success with the drive. In the end, our STUCO gathered over 5,500 diapers, 8,500 wipes, and nearly 300 ounces of baby formula. Those numbers don't include the large amounts of clothing and supplies collected.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Northtown. To stay informed all week long, follow us on Twitter at Northtown News. For photos and announcements, check out our Facebook page, NKC Journalism, and for information about athletics and activities, maps to games, and an electronic student ID, download the North Kansas City High School app.
Thanks for watching, Northtown. Keep it classy.
And as always, it's a great day to be a Hornet.